Hey y'all, my name is Lori Bridges. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and right now I'm here at Hampton University. We're just going to do a little bit of a walk and talk today. I'm going to tell y'all about myself, tell you something about my campus, and you're just going to get to know each other. So off the rip, I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. For those who know Baltimore, Park Heights, I would not call myself a city girl. I would say I'm definitely from the county. I was basically brainwashed once I got out the city. Like, I grew up in Park Heights. I really wasn't allowed to go outside, but I did grow up with 3 boys who all really lived out there. They was really with that, but that's not me. I am a county girl. I am bougie, pretty, all of that. I don't do none of that. I'm trying to get my name out there, become bigger than my city, because I'm way more than anything my city will ever be. Not too much though. Y'all not gonna get me, trust. For me, I want to accomplish so much in this world. My end goal is to be a neonatal surgeon. I have worked so hard to get to where I am today. I've done so many internships, met so many great people, and I'm just trying to grow and be big and get out of my city, because my city is known for so many just things that I do not represent in the slightest. My parents come from a great family. I come from a great family, and I'm just trying to make Baltimore better. Of course, when I get to where I want to be, I'm going to come back to my city, make my city beautiful, because my city is already beautiful, but I'm just trying to get the people to see the same thing that I see. Both of my parents are very level-headed and very outgoing people. My father is a politician and my mother is a principal. Both of them have influenced so many people, and I feel like it was just passed down to me. My mom, I ended up going to the same school that she was working at, so I was able to get the experience of having the luxury of having her there. Having an administrator who was not only personable, but also could bring our people back together was so monumental for me. I was able to witness her bring the black community at a predominantly white school back together. All the hate, all the violence, all the disagreements, it was gone. It was out of there. When you come to my mom, she was gonna get you right. If you come to me, I'm gonna do the same thing. My dad, he has set laws in motion. He has brought communities together. He has fostered so many aspects of Baltimore that we talk about that we wanted, that we talk about that we need back to our communities. When you come to me, I want to be able to give you the same thing. My parents have been such monumental people in my life. They have given me the blessing to be able to communicate, to be able to be social, to be able to be the person I want to be for my city. My city needs me, and I need them, because I've learned so much from every person that I've crossed paths with.
Hey, hi, my name is Inai. I am on Hampton University right now, and I'm going to tell you a little about me and what my come up was and why I'm at Hampton now and what I plan to do. So basically, fun fact, I was born in Hampton, but when everybody asks me where I'm from, I say Georgia, but recently I've been saying Northern Virginia. But that really stems from the fact that growing up as a kid, like, my parents never really got along, and I know it's like kind of cliche or divorced parents, but they was never together to begin with. So it's always been physical fights with them. I've always been the one to witness them for the most part, even been caught in them a couple times. And growing up, I really had to adjust quickly. I had to adapt to my environment. I had to mature faster than my peers, and that really did affect me as a kid, because I felt like being naive was better, because me knowing how the world really works and how things really are, it kind of made me more mellow versus my hype, energetic young classmates, and it really did affect me at a young age. But in that, I feel as though I found who I am, because I feel like even though I had a really rough upbringing, even though I didn't have the best family dynamic, I still am me. And I feel like in those lessons, in those hard times, I learned discernment, and I learned how to be able to tell who the good people are. Like, I met plenty of people during pre-college, and I can tell who's not really their authentic selves, who's putting on a show, who's real. And I feel like that gives, my come up really gave me that blessing. I'm forever grateful, because even though it was hard, I still got that blessing at the end of the day. And I'm grateful that I can even see that, because a lot of people go through things and they take it for what it is and be like, oh, it's happening to me. When you can look at it, it's happening for me, like just happening for me for a reason. I learned a lot of lessons. I'm really grateful for my experience, even though I'm still going through hard times with my parents, even though we still have our ups and downs, even though they're not gonna always be the best version of themselves. I can only show up in the best version of me. So at Hampton, I am gonna make it a personal goal to not only be the best person for myself, but be the best person for people around me, to be that person people feel comfortable to talk to. I want to be the person people can walk past and say hi. I don't want to be the person people walk past and not kind of talk to you. Like, you know, I want to be that person. And that's why I really want to do ROTC, Royal Court. I just want to be the community's people. That's who I want to be.
I would definitely say, growing up in Baltimore, you have to know the right people. Our village is very small, but knowing the right people and having those connections will put you where you need to be.
Hampton will be the first time I'm experiencing stability, because even though I was stable in high school, my emotions weren't stable. I had to go through many turmoil with my parents. Like, me and my dad got into plenty of fights, verbal and physical. Me and my mom, same thing. So even though I was at the same high school, emotionally I was never stable. I was always up and down, trying to pick and choose, and always put in a position to where I had to choose one thing or the other. But I feel like now at Hampton, I get the choice to choose me and be me and feel relaxed and like be able to be comfortable in my environment and not have to worry about things changing. Because in my come up, it was always that fear that my mom can come get me right now and I have to go with her. And I lose everything. But now that I'm 18, I'm an adult and I'm at college, and once I get my tuition paid for by a scholarship, I'm good and I get to be me. I can relax. That's the goal, to be comfortable and be happy. That's where I want to be.
I have so many great plans. I've already done a lot of things in the community with Black Girls Vote, with service learning, with so many other great things in the community. I feel like Hampton can give me a new level of a social aspect that I haven't yet had before. In Baltimore, a lot of people don't know how to communicate with each other. That's why we got the fighting. That's why we got the gun violence. When I come back to Baltimore, I plan to be that social person that can bring the community back together. We have gone through so much, and in the end, I just want our community to be back how we talked about in 2014, 2016, all of them years. Right now, we're not where we need to be. We are putting people in leadership that say they're going to do great things for our city and have not done them just yet. Right now, I have plans to be in healthcare, but if the opportunity brings itself, I would happily change to political science so that I can be in those positions and I can be that face and that person for everybody in my city, because my city needs a new face, a bright face, a person that can just bring everybody back together, stop the violence, stop the hurt, stop the hate, because our city has witnessed so much of that. It's time for a change. We gotta come together and be that change. And where does it start? It starts with me.
Oftentimes, people that don't understand emotional stability or even emotional maturity often have young minds, and that stems from your age and what your experiences are. Personally, like I said before, I've had to grow up at a faster rate than my peers, and I understood that very early on. So emotional stability is being able to look somebody in their face that did you wrong and be completely fine with that and walk away. Like, it's okay, because at the end of the day, you can only control what you can control. You lashing out, getting upset over things you can't control, it's going to do nothing but tire you out and ruin your spirit and ruin your energy. At the end of the day, I feel like being you and being you to the fullest is the best you can be. I don't feel like getting upset, taking what people do personally, is going to do you any good, because at the end of the day, like, people are people. People going to do what they want to do. You going to do what you want to do. And if you decide to if you decide to take what other people do and put it into your spirit and make it have it affect the way you feel, you're never going to be happy with yourself. You're never going to be comfortable. You're never going to be at peace. You're always going to feel that way. You're always going to be mad, because you're always going to be looking at what people, what they got and what they're doing and how they're doing it and taking it personal to you, and it's not. How I handle my influence is I try to be as positive as possible, because when I was like younger, like 16, 15, I was in a bad mood all the time, and that made people around me in a bad mood, and I didn't like to see people I love in a bad mood. So I had to quickly learn that what I do, what I say, how I carry myself matters. And what I like to do with my influence now is, like I said, I like to make people feel good. I like to make people smile and say, hey, what's up? I like to make people feel important. Like, I intentionally remember things. I intentionally compliment people. I intentionally go out my way to do things for people, because seeing people smile is like one of the best things. Because me knowing I make somebody else feel good makes me feel good. And I enjoy it. And I feel like I have a big influence because the way I carry myself and the way I talk to people like listening to me. Even like things at my job, and my coworkers really did love me. But when we were having conflicts, I was the person they went to. Like, they talking to me. So I'm sitting here trying to mediate the situation. And the fact that they put so much trust in me, and I was like a low-level employee, that made me feel good. Like, I enjoy bringing people together. I enjoy creating solutions and not problems. Like, I really do enjoy putting people together and creating a community. It's one of the best things on earth. It's so beautiful. I love it. I feel like it starts in yourself and acknowledging it and being held accountable, because honestly, your emotions are something so sensitive that you just doing it by yourself, especially if you're emotionally unstable, you're not going to be able to do it. You have to have a good community and people to call you out on your actions, because I feel like that support group is what really helped me, because I had a support group in high school and they called me out and they was like, Inai, you didn't need to do that. Inai, that was wrong. And with that, I feel like you also have to do the work yourself and just understand that. I feel like, what's the way? It's like, when you get upset, you need to understand why you're upset and the real reason why you're upset. Not because she looked at you wrong, no. Why does she looking at you wrong make you that upset? Why? Is it because you're insecure in yourself? Acknowledge it. And it's okay, be humble. Like, be vulnerable and be like, yeah, I don't feel this way about myself, and that's why I did that. And it's okay. We all have those feelings. We're all human. We all get insecure. We all get vulnerable. We all have those emotions. We all have them. It's what you do with them is what makes the difference. And you acting out on them and acting the way you acted, it's not going to do you no good. Be happy, be at peace, and glow. When you smile at people, you make their day 10 times better, I promise you. Like, you just say hi, good morning, they make their day 10 times better, I promise you. I've done it so many times. Just going up and talking to people, socializing, it makes the environment so much better. Like, that's what people have to understand. Like, if you just live in your joy, people are going to be joyful around you. But if you live in that anger and that hate and that resentment, people around you are going to feel that. And they're not going to vibe with you. It might even make them angry themselves. Like, you can feel when somebody's tense, and it's not a good feeling. But when you smile at them, that's when it makes that difference. That's when we start getting the community. That's when we start, having a good time. But you mad, I don't know.
Very, very recently, I lost my cousin to gun violence. That was a very monumental thing that happened in my city, because not only did he pass away that day, somebody else passed away the same exact way that he ended up passing away that same day, just earlier that day. That was a lot, but it's cool. Somebody ended up passing away the same day that he did as well, the same exact way that he did. I feel like for me, that was such a detrimental thing. Being that I grew up with all boys, growing up at the same time as myself, I was only 16 when that happened. Everybody experiences stuff differently. Grief is one thing that happens to many people, but not everybody knows how to deal with it. I was forced into grief therapy, and I didn't feel like it helped me in the slightest. Being able to have a community behind me, being able to have a village behind me, that really helped me grow as a person. If I didn't have the people in my corner that I have today, I would not be here right now. If I didn't have the goals and the aspirations that I set with my cousins before all of that happened, I wouldn't be standing here at my Hampton University right now. If it wasn't for so many things that happened in my city, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I don't blame my city for anything, because at the end of the day, I love my city. I love my people. My people are who I am. I just continue to grow. I continue to listen. I continue to learn, because at the end of the day, I want to be here for my people, and I want my people to be here for me. And how can I do that if I punish my people? How can I do that if I blame everybody? I have to continue to have a mindset of happiness, of joy, of motivation, a motivation to move forward, to be better, and to love and to laugh. Just be here and be happy, because at the end of the day, the only person you can do it for is you. The only person that's gonna be in your corner and be there for you is you.
I would say I made sure I felt important, because a lot of the times, like, I just went through this. I had to tell my father, because I felt like my people weren't there for me. I felt like the people that showed up for me, it was performative. And after having a deep conversation, I learned that it was sort of genuine, but realistically, I had to understand that the people that show up for them show up for me too, but it's not the way I'd want them to, but it's okay. But for the most part, I'd say my family, they do for me. They provide, like, my dad is paying for my tuition right now, so they definitely show up when it really does matter materialistically. But when it comes to that emotional part and the mental part, they're not there. They don't see me, and they don't consider me when it comes to making their decisions, and it's okay. So I had to take that and make sure I consider me, and make sure I hold myself important as well, and make sure I'm not putting their feelings over my feelings and prioritizing my health. Because the whole reason why I'm here today is because I pushed aside my mom's feelings, pushed aside my dad's feelings, and I was like, I want to be here so I can make sure I can grow and I can be the best version of me possible. And it took a lot to get there, because as a child, like, you want to make sure your parents are happy. You want to make sure they're comfortable. You want to please them, basically. And I had to learn that my life is about me. This is Inai's story. It's Inai's world. So Inai's going to do what Inai makes her happy. And I feel like the best way to do that is to just make sure whatever you do not only makes you feel good, but it benefits you. Make sure that you're not doing anything detrimental. Make sure that you think twice about your decisions, because right now at college, your decisions matter. People are watching you, so you need to be mindful. But for me, I make sure I'm good all the time, and I'm forever straight. But the people I love, the people I hold close, even my friends, they always gonna be straight with me. Trust, I got them.
Once again, my name is Lori Bridges. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I am a nursing major at the beautiful, illustrious Hampton University.
And my name is Inai Smoots. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I'm a health science major at Hampton University.
Remember to stay positive, love yourself, love your community, and be there for your people, because at the end of the day, if you ain't gonna do it, we're gonna do it for you.
Love your people, stay beautiful, walk with grace, stay kind. And if you're gonna do it for anybody, do it for yourself, because anybody's gonna do it for you, so you might as well.